The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my hair with oil. My cup runs over. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Psalm 20. Psalm 23 before we touch the road. Before we touch the road. So before we touch this road, we just read Psalm 23. Yeah. A very good morning to you. My name is Olakoku Michael, and this is Neat, 100.9 FM. One thing we do, we never in and out thing, yeah. Man, we live in a yes, sir. And that we use and get the Eden insane. Let me say a very big thank you to all those doing the listening this morning. Baby, I will be out here Neat, 100.9. Yamisha, because I know so we are chanting Psalm 23, then we touch our road. And fast, I can say my doctor for the Dixon, and fast, I'm a GM lawyer Kennedy Asante saying the channel manager Rakusi Abuaje. One will cover our social media, so a frame headmistress Margaret and Nanaya Safo 699. Now, and then the 25th day of October 2024, and it's an interesting day because Empress be birthday. And then Empress birthday. Happy birthday going out to you, Empress Gifty Adore. Yeah. Empress Bibia Shishitia will be an attorney. In PCS's voice, attorney. Bibia, you can't find who say, but will be an enemy attorney. Aba. Huh? I was just saying, happy birthday going out to you, Empress Gifty Adore. Yeah. No pressure, be foul. No hits. But yeah, me sure, Empress. On your case here. On to Sipanguso. Oh, no. Then I win himself birthday, Beva. And I was here in show and say, watch me. Watch me. Already ready, baby. That win himself birthday, Beva. That show. Promise. Promise. Hey, what do Marakwa and Empress gift you adore Eddie 47 anymore. You made me dream like and then I guess it will be a wow or person or can it? Yeah, some more. I'm a tear cross in the 39. Say the mechanical. The mechanical 39. All this one I've been lying about my age though, but a net game mechanical 39. Bibi bia better any or yesterday. Bibi bia better any or yesterday. And throwing in a better any eye and the correct. She share Bonnie bia better any eye, and she share part. Then pie by a bomber empress. Now I've been a match in Seboko there.
Boko papa.
Say a Busian Boko.
Yeah.
They say the Aji baby.
They're not baby.
Overtaking is taking place.
Where?
And it's allowed.
Where?
In my life.
I don't.
Hey, Jay, don't tell me my age. Una woman. O gray area no ujina how. Tell me say, hey, 39, you are baby papa. Now who cares me I'm 39. The only people that don't believe me are the people in this studio. Meanwhile, I'm who me babe said that. Mabna,
Papa.
I'm going to say, dear Negos.
Anyway, dear.
Hey, yes, yes, you too.
PCS. Hey, anyway. Overtaking is allowed. I don't pay the your baby overtake because attorney. Attorney we used to do. With the special shout out for we for about months a PCS a new song. Attorney on. Attorney on all streaming platforms. On YouTube the video is there. You can wow person ya chise wa me that I will try and channel that no to be share fantasy world. Video no ya chin ya the idea we nyina. It's a very beautiful video, so go watch it now. Into la me dem some.
All right. I was understand.
Me dem some I shall say there. Now this is good news for Africa. This is good news for Africa because slowly we're seeing the Black Americans, especially those who know their roots are about back to Africa now. How they're realizing that I was say we are I was say and they are now like we're hearing that Jay-Z owns properties in Ghana. We're seeing McNeil in Ghana. We're seeing Akon preaching that Obiambra back to the roots. Let's make Africa big because when you own Johnny ho MBA dear my. So now Idris Elba for some time now the year of return started the year of return no? And then me say I noticed those things say about Ghana or try so maybe the film festival near their day and it's been lovely. I mean, he's been going back and forth in Sasehoni, in Semsem. And Idris Elba, why wouldn't him know? Half Ghanaian, half Senegalese. He's a Ghana boy. He is a Ghana boy. It's in only BBC Attrition Common. I do not know that. He didn't speak that. I don't know. But I'm sure Boris Kujona, he might be able to.
Bigger.
Big Boris Kujo.
Onuga.
Onuga, me another one.
Yeah, Boris Kujo.
Enuogalo.
Okay, Boris Kujo. Enuogalo. Ile crown. Leave me alone. Yeah, one better me. Any old fantastic. I'm more free chocolate.
I want to be that way. You was fantastic. So Idris Elba for some time now has been in court. I mean, who follow the way or social media? He's been talking about coming back to the film festival. So the film festival. Ghana. Right now, there's a video out. Idris Elba looks like he's coming back to Africa, like to stay here for a while. And then Obibe is just adding here or say, yeah, our histories have been told to us by the white man. Like he should have not be catched. And then it's always about slavery and all that. Meanwhile, if you have lived here and you have grown here, if you were born and raised here, you know that those histories are not 100% accurate. I mean, we had a life, we were royalty before the slave trade and all that. And so he's coming to tell stories about Africa and all that, and he's going to also to be able to do it well. Now, say
uncle history.
And so person just like
when time travel.
And so person just saying.
Uncle history.
I don't know better say.
And your man no cinema. So be travel no ko tete. No akwa correct bibi na affect present.
I don't man no problem been talk about we say the bashi bibi si so who are. It's just them to be able to tell the stories. He wants to be there. The funny thing the person can Senegal for the any or like research near there he has to be there. But
that is if so no one trust script.
I bet he also no never bet telling the African story all over again.
I'm a God boy. So I like my sun, I like the heat, I like my food. We have to invest in our storytelling. Our culture has oftentimes been told back to Africans out from outsiders. All you're going to see is trauma, how we were slaves, how, we were colonized, how it's just war. And when you come to Africa and you're raised here, you know that's not true. So it's really important that we own those stories of our traditions, of our country, of our languages, of the differences between one tribe and another. The world doesn't know that. They don't understand it. And it isn't until we can sort of own that. When you see me, you see a little version of yourself, and that encourages us. It's cyclical. I'm here to bolster the film industry. That is a 10-year process. I won't be able to do that from overseas. I need to be on the continent. I'm looking at a Pan-African way of looking. So I'm going to live in Accra. I'm going to live in Freetown. I'm going to live in Zanzibar. I'm going to try and go where they are telling stories. To make a film here in my studios in Accra one day. That's my exciting project. That's what I'm here to do.
And that is Idris Elba for us. He's coming to do the storytelling. He's going to where the storytelling is taking place, and then yes. So and na me chemu ansa na hear voice no. Me chemu ansa say.
Ose oba ose ni dream ni say. Obeye sini e wo ni studio. E wo Accra, e wo Ghana cry.
And yeah, no pay. Before they're not all kase. What's your story? No, Bruni, Ekafa Africa for one. They be all can a tokwa and I say slave trade and they be a history na Bruni ni Kamayano. I say, but what yet it's still now in Africa, you know that is not the case. It's not person chest until only Babe cast story like Obabe Che. He's come to rewrite the story of Africa. The way the white man sees us, Obi say by now. Obi say by now, but that's what boy I say. You would be so. Ooh, I will be a menu. Ooh, say yes and real. It's I will be a jubilee. So they have to rewrite the story of Africa, and that is what he's coming to do. And I think it's a very, very good thing. And
the film, is it the Woman or Woman King? Is it Woman King?
Yeah, the Woman King. Yeah.
Did it depict any bad stuff about Africa?
No, not really. I mean, I like the Woman King because it kind of made us look like we're not stupid. We're able to negotiate. Like there was we Africans. Like Osho movie now. I mean, like now omun negotiating. It wasn't like Obi Obabia. No, we had kings that were. And funny say the thing was that in the Woman King, I quite a mini frame as him. Nasa mini frame kontokwana me biti frame. Who broni no ba na se me ma onipa. I don't know many people about it. I know better go. She is a frame. No, is a frame a week. Many frame. I could meet me frame. It's a many frame. Call for mobile. I mean, that was what was going on in the movie. Not, I'm not saying that was what happened in real life though. So yeah.
I like that movie.
Oh, okay, me too.
I love it, so I've kept it.
Oh,
for a reason.
Okay.
It's one of the few movies I show the valor of an African woman. Or African women. When the going gets tough, you're able to stand up.
Yeah.
Think I any cancer story now. Kevin Mobano, a member mum na kwakoye victorious as we do all the time. But this is how he has to stood up.
Yeah. I was just a more member who said Munya dia. What can I say? What can I say? He said it. Ola is in the Ola is na mama be anywhere. Na
Nanko Crawford
Benunkola. Okay, cardio kind.
Let me know be this a mere time travel.
Missy, I did you.
I didn't say me time travel. Na me go guti. Me hu na mzina na Abnazi maybe I said there now can because he say you were 2024. I said my back 18 could you dear Ben. It's in anaka chim ya no ma say time travel my back 2024 my back. Wait. No more sini catch.
18, that is Idris Elba. That is Idris Elba's own for Africa.
One thing that came after this one has to do with the fact that my who's almost say this interview, it happened on the behest of Africa Cinema Summit. But I said BBC for a story, they didn't mention the event, and they just mentioned a film event in Accra. They are the convener for Africa Film Summit and the CEO for African Film Summit.
Yeah,
Asante. Yeah, she's not happy with the way a BBC for a career story. No more in the summit.
Okay, yeah, I said they took right. Parts. Like I said.
Yes, one year summit now. Kamu minya Idris or maybe some question. What you say? This interview, we share video now. Summit baby a Italian nation. You know one or the interview. He said, "Man, yeah, in your missing one year. Would it 1 year summit now? They wouldn't have gotten the opportunity to interview him. So at least it's only fair that you mention say African Film Summit. He said this at African Film Summit, not at a film event in Accra. As a moon summit, you say moon. Next time, no. Okay, there won't be any next
Maybe
time
their
anyway.
Concentration was not on the summit. They wanted him as a person.
Yes,
it wasn't about the summit.
No, but they mentioned where he said a particular thing.
But he said, it
but you can't say what kind of African film summit.
But was it an event or not?
It was an event.
They just didn't specify what type of event.
But they were
it
supposed
was an
to.
event.
They were supposed to.
When we sit here and we do stories and we're talking about the person of interest, sometimes we sit here and say that, your interview, we don't mention. Not all the time do we mention.
Unless we don't know.
Do I do that?
No, I mean, my catch us away.
Sometimes I do know. Sometimes I do know, but I mean, I am not talking about.
No, but it's only prudent. Prudent say.
Baby, I'll you give credit. I mean, you are right.
At least what you say.
Yeah.
And I make us say Juliet anye summit. Uko for Idris.
Someone in UK.
BBC Africa onye
UK. Na BBC why for there.
Hey, UK,
And you're
but where Africa there?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I'm about where Africa there. So no one net UK. I'm
Okay.
office in moving big. So they live with us.
Okay, so
Now I would need anything. Who mention African face? I would take Ghana higher thing cry. Wakwa could deal lunch we will so about summit needing.
anyway, so my next story. Apparently, Sefa is no longer with Black Avenue Music. For sure. Yeah,
Hey, she there?
yeah.
Hey.
She's at Halifax's show right now.
Vibration. Are you sure you're going to keep up with that song again?
Yes,
Wow.
because it's like it's an amazing song, but the potential it didn't reach there because of lack of some few things from my previous camp, you know. So we're working on
When
it.
you say your previous camp, like what do
I'm
you
no
mean?
longer with Black Avenue.
Oh, since when?
Not for some time.
Nobody knows this.
Yeah, I don't talk
Wow.
about.
You're no more working with D Black.
No, I'm not.
What happened?
First of all, my contract ended, and then when it ended, it's. I've always said that when you are working with people or people that you consider a family, it's always a roller coaster. Things come in, a lot of things happen, you know. So there's been some business misunderstandings and all of that, but then.
Wow. Do you know it was actually part of my questions to ask you, say, how many years have you signed with D Black, and when do you think say you will leave? It's here. You can even see. So I'm surprised that you are telling me say you are no more there.
Oh no, I'm not there yet.
Wow. So are you onto a new label now?
Not yet. Right now, I'm doing everything by myself, and I mean, I recently just dropped music like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So that is the beginning of the new journey for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What was it that you couldn't, solve it and you had to go?
It's a lot of things, but you know me, I like to keep things
I know.
A bit coded, and I'm sure we are solving it, but I'm a very understanding person, a very loyal person, but when it gets to the point where I feel like maybe I've been hurt or betrayed to a point where it's like, what is the purpose? Instead of me to be there and then have some sort of hatred or have some sort of discernment, you know, towards people that I love as a family, I prefer to just take the step and keep it going. But you know, which family bear any problem? A lot of families have problem, and as I always say, Black Avenue Music has always been family, you know. Yeguso.
Wow, this is a shocking news, eh? Wow. And from the way you are talking
All right,
to, I think
so
Yeah, it's, you know.
musicians sign on and off all the time. So she's added up to the number.
Sometimes the musician outgrows the record label. Sometimes the other way around. We don't know what happens. So yeah. Anyway, me to also about the problem some female musicians or most female musicians face in the industry. If I was also the facing in industry anymore. And how Kaswa 4 just keep disgracing us all over the place. Now we can't even defend you anymore. How Kaswa?
what is the disadvantage of being a female musician in Ghana? I know a lot of people complain.
Yes.
Tell us yours.
So the disadvantage is that I feel like a lot of people forget about the hard work. You know, they make you feel very small. You can put in a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and their focus will just be probably on your physical. I don't know about other female artists, but me, what I've experienced is that maybe they are just focused on your physical appearance or what somebody said somewhere or that video you said you saw of me performing. They reduce you to just like a particle. They don't care about the hard work. They don't care about the investments and things you are putting in. I think that's what artists face, female artists face now, because when we talk about they don't promote us enough now, I think it's getting better as it goes, even though it's not there yet. It's getting better, and I think that we also need investment too as female artists.
I see. Do people harass you sexually?
Yes, I've been harassed sexually. There was a show I went for in Kaswa, and after I finished performing, I got off stage, and then a lot of people, I felt hands all over me, my private parts, my breast and everything, females, men, and I like it was so like frustrating, and you know that was when I actually really felt it, because I've been harassed verbally, I've been harassed like maybe from a distance, but then writing that I was so scared at that point in time.
What were they looking for?
I don't know. I just felt like, me personally, I felt like.
And you know, she has been sexually harassed at Kaswa. I mean, her fans were just trying to touch her, and then now they overdid it and touch her private parts and stuff. I almost moved.
Na de no nhwe.
Ona so she bibi kwa ola. Say bi atare ola mi shata umi amenu for me
Private part na ne he.
Menu for ne makuso kuma.
Ho na private. To know for ne so ye private.
Na do na public. Enu na public.
Say the way city and me tiana me nim se no so ka private no. But they say is a ocean cry ya. Amukogu tidal wave program.
Na se fa de enya private. Se fa no for enya private.
So your band ye do ba na e ka asem. The ocean kwade ya amukogu tidal wave so why rave right?
Yeah.
Amukogu we. It na no for a private no. Intina mean
I mean for some people it's the nipple that's private for them.
It's the they can over no.
They be saying they around it you can see but the nipple.
They say na kwa kwese obaka say the private part also be say which part lets them. And
now the private part has become the lungs and the heart and the kidneys. Now the internal has become the private because at this point
because
now back I was on the private part.
Voter
who's on the private part and internal organs.
On the private
on the kidney and the private part.
And I kwaku e may so mo share amount enter there slacks you said then
yeah.
No much ma amo akusi okum
when you people wear sweatpants and your things are dinga-linga in it, I mean, is it your fault?
See, sa ade no emu ha
Anthony be munya ha. Ola jeans I say Ola jeans I say cry say me pajama attire ube hu outline.
Debbie.
Ola fema di ne de na ma de bia hu.
Me hu.
Na wa dwe ma si fema ko on slacks but de bia ne de da.
Etino. Sa engofo no mo yes ana. No ahye da ma a boom.
The camel toe, that's what it's called. As a camel no, once a one camel toe da.
Minim.
One camel, the avoa camel, a fruit pon kwani toe no.
Na madwene ko.
Yeah, it looks like a camel too.
Oh. Ana Google share na me de minim. Etino so we yes ana. How do you call that private part when it's being advertised for anybody to see?
Well, I mean, you know that the nurse will tell you that the vagina is not the outside; it is the inside. So once you've seen the outer layer, I mean, you don't know inside.
Etino. We need a camel toe part. A pardon no mushe.
There be a bit
na a draw.
So what's the
sana ye day?
What's the perfume? What's the boy anamu ni ho?
It was said I could top part no dey show.
What's the be my boy because of foam.
Na foam ni the watch be busu adi ana.
What's the bomb my mama bounce back.
That's how on bounce.
What's the foam wa? We are now bounce back. I said it bounces back. It's a boy in a way. Because those are she know how to
I said no the sound in your.
Oh, no nye.
Also you have the bass kakra wo.
There be also the foam. Thank you. There be.
I see.
Yeah, he owes me half carton of energy drink. Okay.
And no.
And I'm quite
It's here no. But it's in a mabra so now for now the conclusion is that
the private part of the
woman is determined by the woman herself.
Yeah, thank you. I mean that too.
Yes,
that too.
It is so because she feels sexually harassed that you need to understand it from a
maybe the man
point.
Maybe the
man will be in the sexual harassment. What you say? I'm not in on
because I want any private part. Anyways, it's the fans, please, we're begging you.
I'm going to be a private part. Remember to do at this
At this point, nothing is private
anymore.
Nothing
is private anymore.
You see, you have to know that like celebrities are humans too. They feel they're like you, It's just that the only difference between you and them is that their job make them popular. That is the only difference. In Thailand, we get that you love them, but I mean, she's somebody. She can be traumatized. Obu won't say it will affect her to the extent that Obi Besoni will crowd to man the boy crowd so movie. I am to your boy. Yeah, we get that we love them, but let's learn to comport ourselves.
Any bibia or yes. What's on there?
Any day.
And yamu, it's a private part and he named that. I say what no.
Now so you say unimola at the private part statistics and 50 a year and another first no about what trousers na be ma hu na ho kra wawu. And now mudi ya na ba knee length. At the end bedroom your mass will not private part. I'm say your brain. Na your brain.
I got a mo she.
Bedroom your mass na private part your brain. 18 years, that's safer for you. Ola, December is so there. It looks as if, or it looks as though we're about to have another GWR records in this country. Guinness World Records, because
but I would say those they are. I'm saying
yeah, a couple of people. Yeah, girl, be longest makeup marathon. Yeah. I think I saw it. They be your bar near the ball locks. Your ball locks, no, and a makeup marathon here and dra. And I think I saw it yesterday and I saw it yesterday on social media.
Longest makeup
marathon. Yeah.
I think it's a music secret post. Let me find.
Girl, people me show this about makeup, but me just on the winning and no.
Why?
No. Girl, people driving so. So no, so your longest makeup marathon, but I don't think she won.
Because
no, because she's not the one. And also you need the answer away. You need the bank about that.
Okay.
It's in Ola. There is a new world record that somebody is about to break again. This time it has brought about a lot of mixed reaction. If first Antoine is trying to do, it's like something boy. And I'm about there.
Okay, so the girl no, or winning. Or Guinness World Record for
longest makeup.
No, leading the Rosalind Acoustia Mante.
Rosalind Acoustia Mante.
I was the first female to win TV3 mentor. And I was on one soon as I.
Rosalind.
On one soon as.
And yes, that time I should mentor.
Who the picture? Who the picture? I now we jam mentor her.
It's after first two, no.
Okay, so that is it. Her name is Rosalind.
Okay.
So Onona Okra Guinness World Record
for longest makeup marathon. If first Antoine is trying to break, he's trying to go again.
Okay, then.
We'll continue to be.
Ewa in Ghana. Hey, Madam Way.
What you going to see him,
Madam Way. Yeah.
Uni hade anankama di ho chiame ama ba do hade ozo.
Yes, so one she say Jumedi na me di last year no.
Yes,
Singathon no.
Yeah.
Nyame ma yenkwa ne ahoden a ye hwe say ye betimi akọ for the second time because me gidi say nipa ye hwe asede bia na yenka fom.
Yeah.
How I be sorry any here.
Yes.
And na me duedue mu no so as a tourism ambassador there me ye ne di kan won kan. Na se me dwindwin ho so se mesa kobiom a me nsan nye won kran because me man doors me was 16 regions.
Okay.
Nti na wo say me ni me team eba Kumasi na ye hwe emia bia ye hwe guidelines ni mu a ebe boa yen.
Okay.
Na ya yetumi esipi se ha na ye be ye no.
So
I seen the money doors.
We're very Mother Africa, Mama Africa. Mama Africa seen the mother in also come Miami better. I mean, Sabula say okay, Sabula say, hey, Ade. I mean, this time I don't know if.
Yeah, madam.
Anyways, it will have a meeting.
Dr. Kwesi Ernest Semen Chairman.
Kwesi Ernest, I didn't know.
Like, what was the last time in Nanti?
Oh, but like I mean, yeah, question.
Patron.
Or doctor.
Patron.
Okay.
Well, doctor.
Need any honorary Jenny Biana.
Patron.
I want
doctor
the man
in gospel music.
The first album, you know.
Yeah, near the amano. Why won't you say, Pacho? Epuzune and Sai. Tim, you gone from the other. Oh, doctor. Ziga won't you say, Pacho?
What's on Tazia on daddy?
On daddy.
Ziga, I don't want to ask daddy.
Well, doctor.
Yay.
Ziga, do a reverend.
Baby, away.
Good one. Celtic, them for no, La Russo. Who said them? I said them are the governor that me never hear. Well, it's a papi show that them fi come back another year. I me did I feel set fi go drop some hits from the Afrobeat. So no matter think otherwise, I the dance I'll give me name. Me no give a fuck with somebody one talk. I know say them a send a whole heap of attack. Just like you own a man been to the shark. Guide me head back. Overlord. I'm with energy. The science and the potent overlord. You govern everything and the rest of them a land. Overlord. Yes, yeah, overlord. Calling me man, me the potent and the science. Overlord. I'm with energy.
All right, so dabena me be kwaku morning biem boko there. Say the ohwato. Ye de nyame ase. Na dabena moko court no. Say no na Monday.
Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. Okay. All right. Na bacho ye pese oboye mu kakra on.
Yeah.
Na ye hu baby asem na kusi kra finally na ye din koma ye hu how to did them komo yi. Eti no muko court no dey ne kosi ye dey na judge kan ye.
So your fair case in fact another first case I fair. Another first case I fair by your friend no na me wo ho me lawyer wo ho the other case ne by no nya available. And a prosecutor no e call e ka say well the other case ne by actual but so e say yeah out of settlement.
Out of court.
Yeah, settlement.
Okay.
And I no man I say me ye ni nyina no my ye nti ye de ye ba ya send your ka say represent to court no ya ba. And I judge and say okay then the case is I'm acquitted and discharged. The case has been trashed out. So
acquitted and discharged. And they say ye twem tin ton time. Ye nko hu bi.
Yes.
Oh, ye de nyame ase. Now, how does it make you feel?
Oh, I'm okay. Just that trone no mana any fabrications, and there are two concentrations. One either to do a book.
Because my 14 days in cell.
Yeah, because baby I do ne humo bro movie. Wa oka ho. Wa udi hum obi oye bibia no. I'll mention names.
Oye bibia as in what?
Obi a odi me ko eduro so.
Hey,
obi a ochire me. Obi a obo pa. Obi a o record me. Obi a oji sika fa ho. Me mfo obi ansie. Obu enam wo so se me gye adwuma no. Enam wo so nti na ofre me ka se me mbeye. Omo se contract ni ho. Omo se o matua meka. The book will make demands. Into we see where to yamika, only my adwuma no to yamika. Where are the receipts? And then almost and there are legal issues and also bubble up. Almost say me a threat no. Now time is to show the threat and show evidence of what I have done. And Obi to say Becky call round a chantro say one year Becky ni lady no set me up.
Okay, hold on. They na police for Befao. How did it start? How did it all start? Let me understand because Zega Bekano has said every time I make a real program no, and I made me inside na mosimo call. And I said that time the police for vibration.
Yeah, so me koye show Joy multimedia. Into me bano.
No, was it after we free hano?
Me Debbie me start here free baha.
Okay.
Into me koye na me share Becky TV section no reception. No catch him so or him agree so this kind of bebrem. And I'm say me dear.
I don't know what can scan as much Becky.
Na so 2 weeks before na Kwame Jan afre me say or him message say obeba no ho e wo TV3 ho di sika na abrɛ me
Nana Kwame
Jan and I'm catching and say a plot me ni because anything of that sort nkofo bibiri beba and I ebe scene nti I don't want to get involved me dear me here and say nti so di sika no beba onyi sika no munye contract or gia no assign Okaya and I'm CEO baba. Intimi koi mene sadana mene me wofa ase no mu mienu na nam na omutika no. Ye koduru ho a yemfa sika ne mra na akodane asem bebre. Ofre we afeni ma hu se dom
one efre ho.
Ohima efre nkofo.
Mukọ okoto no ho.
No, me kojina oba 11:30 or my 10. Me kojina 9:30 oba 11:30. Intimi hu so ofre na mka che kwa me jan se. Sa crowd this assassin way no my political engagement no normal may say no anything that a day wrong attention, beba I'm not interested. Intermediate me tena me care when I'm correct.
But why would there be crowd when it's about the two of you? Say, what they make a menoka, okay, midoka, shiam nami famro. Why would there be crowd?
Because minim nipa na na me ne dele no.
To now free crowd.
No. Only a free crowd no. Per what's na Kwame Jan kan so synchrophobe bebre wo mu a they are involved or per se ka omu nyina get involved. Na am say o me mo de me ni sa da je na me free. Nti me free ho no so enumu ena beki free me kan say opa me chop. Ohima say on manage the interviews any media engagement for the new show no. Into Busami. When I'm saying me ne ye adwuma gwem na o green light no be. No so what is all the meka no be hwe na o the music ama me.
Tana beki
Yes. And I'm catching so but see Kwame Jano see me fa me mumu number ni we ma no. And I'm saying sikana amount na no see o. Into one of friend me catch him so or him say sikana e wom na do so ntumi mfa momu so. Na o wie show now the be ma me. And I made it
show baby.
Owie ni concert na
healer.
Yeah, or the be ma me. And I miss James. Until Wednesday no arrest na happen here no. Na ma ko ho nti me PF station do hu me na o catch them so mohimani na agree say ne o discan be na am say munia emfa me ho mo de ba meje ba me de maka membre ne so a Ghana Accra ha be keto amai because meje misika.
Was it on phone or
no,
in person?
In person. The receptionist your friend Prissy or ho. And I'm catching say me ba wo ho. Enti me ba ha no relay information SN audio ni bibia say me wa ha. Enti me bedru ha na ewie show me kono na me hu omo. Ba na I think say obi so abeja pass ama me reception. Enti meje ba na me ni ziga ne nam. Na se ziga hia no obi sa no so na kwaku ni nam ha. Na me de me kotena me ka mu na me call Kojo Sheldon. Enti me ko du Kojo Sheldon ho. Na Becky started frame me e pa me chow. Say ohima e ba your friend is saying Afrikiko na me first kan hia no ho.
Won first kan hia no.
Or the sikani hia mo Afrikiko na say unim. So I'm pass up so this sikani mamia. G na your contract na sign. Say me ba na me so my contract so they am. And no convincing me for like 2 hours. And I me buy. And now who are unim me no unim say me ton home appliances.
Board.
Yes. Me car na e ma with me home appliances ni me no. Enti me ko parking na me friend say ma ba. Enti ha go be ha game me no. And those 12 policemen with guns no be jina.
One be ha girl.
Becky.
Be ha girl.
Yes.
Is it a normal thing you do?
No.
With any time?
No. Yeah. Now but we don't do that.
You don't hug.
No. Onye oye industry colleague. Yeah, me hu ye bon komo yesre ba onye madam. And antebia no him IPA ba e no si onu nie. And ono so confirm say yes. Abrantie we and when I'm starting here did they say Becky, you did this to me. Becky, you did this to me. And so
then now I say Judas echo betray Yesu ibi and fear no near diko you are my 2 day hag near you my
me car key we never hono nti car keys no
sense understand
bibia because now afi omo heckle me to handcuff me
because you are resisting.
Yes, because now me person me who warrant I share any what is going on.
Oh dear, be sad, be shassy. Oh, be correct, no bro.
On twin spellage in Thai.
Hey, and no, I know big now case no keys. Jano can answer.
Enti,
Papa.
Enti, yeah, Kono, and I'm through my phone, so my Facebook, because I didn't know well. And he had me call.
So you were in handcuffs?
Yes.
But you were able to access your phone?
Yes.
How?
Because me the phone so share me shoe mo. Because send na hacker no ikono. Share me shoe nti. Me nkwa na me take car no echi. ɛna meyiiɛ ɛna metwerɛ sɛ Becky, you and Ohima are setting out to arrest me. And I think it went viral. Inti yadimi kodru no, but Ola, there is a certain part because of certain issues, legal issues. No? I don't want to talk about it.
Fair enough.
Police station.
I was going to tell you to be mindful of the portions where do not need.
Yeah, police station side on so no issues were legalities but Becky
but so the whole thing was centered around two things. You have threatened and threatened her with like some sort of causing harm in a way, and then the other side is also the fact that also a doka.
Yeah.
Now she yentiase we are sure so him ado
or the maker me will be am the betrayal me will be am the betrayal but because of again legal issues nesa no man me person be call public see but me the
okay, so let's establish say
me pacho
who be a chere odoka.
Yes.
Na bibi na chere no eye contract and say
a legal document
amumi enu mo sign.
Yes.
And in the document mumi enu mo agree na mo sign or sign now sign. Yes. What Udiama me is on Ohima letterhead.
Yes.
And it's
very,
details
main person.
Yeah, main kind. Yeah. But it's very beautiful. And I see two signatories here. I see Kwaku or say Crunch.
No, we are details. We are details.
No, main kind they will make us say only Ohima na sign this particular document out there, mommy. That's all.
Yeah.
It's winning a Ukremo Chese Odoka.
Yeah. And now ye promo no. Sikana sa 8,500 na
I was going to ask you about
that round no. And no ye a juma promotion a juma ya ye aka balance my friend is saying ye dema artist no. Ye dema omo
promotion for what? Is it for Tehila?
No.
For
enyum
dry bones.
Yes, dry bones.
Okay.
Obekaya me me de brew.
Yeah, we send it a mammy. And I remember I said Ubejina bia no monium no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Enti and no balance I can't send the man for. But anytime Ubeko enti there were two types of promotion. Tozik was doing the DJs. But I was doing presenters omo be interview no omo be generating stories and at TV stations omo bo ye be kokho ne sa no ma.
But was it your job?
Yes.
You were giving that job say yes sir adwuma no.
Me na me handle brand no. Okay.
Because me no so no kremu no I saw say Ohima ne Tozik were doing the promotion. In fact she was here. Oba office here na me so ne Tozik here meeting. Omo hihye
because
DJs
na Accra ni Kumasi but me dey na show was entertainment platforms where we are going to hear interviews. Hear sa no ma no.
But kwaguma muso na Ohima Mercy they say open interview I say omro. I mean she's a big star already. So why would she need somebody to pay before she goes for interview?
Industry idea and more like ya charge more like yen day amount. So
like appreciation.
Yeah, we get the stories, we get conversation, and we get better airplay. And it's anoma. Internet 5,000, 8,500. And no me demanded.
Not the internet will be dada.
Yes, nay 15,000.
Okay.
15,000 800 500. And the
which are 7,000.
Yes.
And the car 8,000.
Yes.
So that is the origin of the 8,000 now.
Yes.
Now you say no.
No.
It's Nesika Bain.
So our engagement was more of like, okay, me in charge you. But you're yet to heal we be this amount of money you are giving me.
And that's what I charge.
Yes. No.
To me, that's a main charge you by you to heal us in Advema.
Yes, because my job was to raise money and other things.
Okay.
And then, two, in the course of the duty, there were some damages, like phone, this animal, or promise or replace. And then at a point, one of the there was financial restraints. Into CEO, instead of memo Sikano, I will help you get a Canadian visa and then some Schengen that will amount to Sika KSM the amount.
Let's say Obama when you Canadian visa.
Yes, because
I did not pay Canada.
No, because a terms of engagement.
Okay, so it became more like a butter.
Yes,
so
yes.
Mean yes, amount.
Yes,
but I have this opportunity for you.
Yes.
Now make it for Sikana.
Yes.
So in that respect, then there is some sort of agreement and understanding.
Yes.
That Sikabi involved. Yes. I'll see it.
And with all this, if you call Prophet Dixon Ajimai Prempe, if you call Mark Willis,
video director,
these are all witnesses to the contract.
To this conversation.
Yes, all these conversations. So records, man. They are all witnesses to the conversation. Nti enye botirimuka. And juma maye. And everything about these things, they are evidence. They are because of this relationship, they are branch managers are
so their understanding was you tahile bia we mami an X amount of money. Do you feel it's right to name the X amount of money or
30K
after every tahila?
Yes.
As a mobokai, when you got tahila a free, so how was she going to get that 30K when you are doing a free show?
So Ola, I think because of statements at a point time so records he was ready to introduce a system that will let people donate or find a way, and she said no.
Yes, because on the Nyamia money vision there should not be any financial
me yes, and every year
if she said no, then I'm sure she probably might have told you 30,000 a day bedding.
She never said no
to the 30K.
No, she never said no.
And for how long did you
we started
carry through this 30K agenda?
So
and how many shows now?
So 3.
So you did 3 Tahilas.
Yes.
That had this 30K instituted.
Yes.
So that's about 90K.
Yes.
Okay.
So those,
and did she pay any amount out of that?
And I make her say per agenda nene the course yes we to make or nemeka. To the man. Make her say so we to make say adansi die eno ani receipt. Enti bibi o se wa mama bia no any bibia o se onemeka no eye receipt na kire say oh this period am ne ye adwuma no me mani ABCD sankrata e cover so na no nie.
So in respect to Yenshi and Ame Fesikama, which Sika was it? Was it this 90K or the 8,005? And now both?
It was both.
Okay.
That was the perception that was created.
Okay.
And the amount
they say 8,005 plus the 90K, 98,500.
Yes.
All right. It's only year you mean, and are you saying say you're in Chiaokada?
No.
How?
No.
How many years?
From 2008. No.
2008. That's like what, 16 years?
No. 2018. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's about 6 years.
Yeah.
You're in Chiaokada?
No. No.
You work with somebody for 6 years?
No.
When we say Sika, you're in Chiaoka?
I am not that type, and you know me. So the only times will be me pacho, and then who say wabre and I say bibi J1000 way and if I tofu because baby acquire wakani use you and sanoma and I runs our call G1000 way 5 and those things were all agreed on. Say you service my car, you give me communication allowance, you give me transportation, but there was nothing like a Juma no,
because you never had any sort of agreement to that respect.
Because okay, I make sure say the agreement was no, the agreement was Obemami, Memao o comedy mema o sika ma de aye course no mema o fuel o car no meboa mo service because na the year
na the runs compare sponsors
mema o your friend is saying ya agree so over me 30,000 is and yeah until there was this arrangement there so for me
but these arrangements were not all documented. They were gentlemen's agreement.
They are documented,
all of them.
Yes, I have documents. You see, there are things people do. It's like in a gospel space or I say because me here or no. I say me you. I say documents now they are banner me sign. It gets to a point I need a call for a soft penny be aba. So or see on ye bium. Pe once and our so jam on pe handsome or see on ye bium. Na yabe pacho. Ba wo hwa obeti. Oko footprint circle hwa. Footprints.
That's in the day.
A TV station. Okay. Yes. Almost see you on the platforms. Then they are working telling people say, Ana sponsorship now kweku ana ko kakoji ma ono. But more than a contact in Crawford on a show because ebi ana wa jisika ni bi afechi ene sa no ntu wo hwa and in Crawford ma sponsorship no me I grew up with them in the creative, like in the business space. Inti mi ko bi for sponsorship. Sani a wo be kono enya sa na me kono. Inti wo hono nipa kra fra so ya fra me busa say sika sen na me de ma. Na maka say check na me ye. Ana say transfer na me ye. Why they ask? So the entire this trip be do some pempen so no. There was this notion say I say me di ni din enam jisika. But there is no evidence to also prove it. And I make us okay. So also wait to yami, wait to yami car. Let me see the receipt. Let me have every documentation. Ni emfem free. So no, and I make us say okay. Me man go see Friday this day. Do the needful. No, and you say a threat. And say still me busa say me person me tie sa audio no and I recording na eka say me threaten say me kuno and I say me threaten say I'll harm her. Me Me tie. No, because they are making a recording of me and Tozik. Not Tozik. A recording me. What they am him. I make us more famous mia. Ye nya ahunto ukroma. Those ones are what I heard. Any the Becky frame me or catch him say to me first can name and I'm saying no, my promising growth for me this can be mount. And tis a to me first can name mamma. Then I miss Uncle Catcher, Eddie and Unguasia Bremy. So no, or him and I call me papa or catcher and said, this is what is happening. And my uncle catcher and said, hold on. No, frame me. And no, mean ceasefire. Mammy, minya, sa 7 cow be handle. Inti and you ran on or mammy 8,500 and I'm sorting Sanko for now. Yes. And I will catch her and say, why resolve issue no I can be BBR switcher, only many as MBB. Into no catch him and say, Minya Sikan SCD, but say Missika no abeba. And you chancel. Uncle Butcher Sicano, yes, 8,000 arrest. Yes, before cry, need 2 weeks and son arrest neighbor. Wow. Yes. I made me a Jimmy bank statement. I'm one who draw check. Emma make a cash and after no crown or food for thought. Ewo whom I make cash and say, my son, as you are getting into politics, there are some 10 things I want you to understand. So these are the issues. And you say, Bia, na me blackmail you be. For Sika and I say BB and I say BB, but
I said arrest was based on the fact that police invite you didn't turn up, and again you were all and about threatening to harm the woman, and the emotional side of it was the fact that for a single parent on any manatee, so if you cry and a beer. Because you said it, the pabon for bit me after was so and I'm hearing Crass say there were instances of some unidentified men on motorbikes chasing her, following her, and all that. Now, how would you know? Say you're only net So how do you know, say, indeed there were people chasing or following her to her house?
Do you know they were also trying to adapt me?
Who was?
Ohimai's people.
How would you know, say, your mom?
Akosha Mekano, one day, I think I left town late. There was these motorbike guys all over around me.
Doing what?
I don't know.
And
so
did you only Kasai?
No, I didn't stop. I drove straight into Bema camp.
Okay. So how could you conclude on who sent them or their motive?
Do you Ohima ex-husband Freo?
Well, that is me and you telling you.
Yes.
That
and you won't because our friend Adam Crawford I can say no maybe a question. Because me guna warrior and I my ABCD and unti no so yes sir. Na de na ekoso no nyina na oka ho bi.
So that is where you thought.
Yes.
The honest motive.
Yes.
Okay, so in all these things are coso no. What are the lessons what pick your frame?
Oh, one, that the gospel space and what people claim to be, they are not. So be careful the gospel event you attend. Be careful who you associate or who you like to give your brand to. And then everything there is settings and business. So obi brase ye bibi mana obel because they are not the real people. They come for peace, but when they need to do the needful, they will show you violence. So and and finally that I know during that time in Crawford na wo ho mame any omo mpem so yes and my health issues are many nyina every side into say ahweyi any sa odo to help people no there's no more and I've gotten to the point my two minim Crawford companies me no consulting me say two Crawford be issue all the proposals and me say a waste of time they shouldn't do it me say they shouldn't do it
o say be a would na amwa be bebo
me say more money because those people they are evil people into more money.
Okay. I was a high need 100.9 FM midin the Olakwa microphone and Ekwaku or stay crunchy SCADU and I didn't come out just to recap on issues between him and Ohima Mercy. But I used to have Nana Frimponswa. He has been listening in attentively. Nana. So yeah, Unia what you Unia and Semne ne Nakudisem. I don't know. Saifutu will be or some one or two you want to add up or
me and you the catch and say after here and my name Sanko baby uncle Casa issue okay Twitter because last Shem command Koswa me debate and it's a time on call asem the first day na yi asem ma kwakunya no e ba fie no bill ne buy no I'm told say Ohima ka say I'm sorry I'm also ka say you are sorry they be quite say it
there was apology and acceptance
yes so that just say bibia akwa yes bibia akwa enti mess
court o lawyer show normal yourself here you want to be respectful you want to do what you need to do but obefie na owo na your lawyer is being bombarded say o shechi orchestrate etua nkrofo ka see any story yenye say ni sa normal na your phone lines are being tapped people are recording you ni sa normal where jemu ba wonya hweye
no but the guy say ya poacho
and I make us a chop panechino a chop panech me me game BBMO it is gone say me the person I'm in no issue pie Becky say no any nipa I'm in no issue
I don't know no issue maybe she was used without her knowledge
no Ola let me explain certain things to you and zigame pacho say me no nya asem now you're remorseful now for me and as so you so be at the pamacho don't you feel the remorse? But you, one, oya ade ni wie no, utna nipa na ode oya ade ni kaya mu o. Eba station ho. Ebe second day ni message. Utie. E de wo me conversation ne wo conversation our recording. E my. What you say? O de sa no man my. Granted say if you ho na unu 2 weeks na me wo mu no wa ma ho am behwehwe me. Uni me papa ibo white. Ube unim so oba joy ho. Ubetumi akọ Ubetumi hu industry for ni bia ka say chale ade ni say na see. But to tell a lie or purported fake story say I say me normal man ye ni yi ni achi me na me person me di blame to so no. Don't you think it will be hurtful?
Okay. Ziga, let me tell you.
Yes, it's a make us say. Let's just say, pay the okay idea. Anka, him mercy crowd, you don't have any problem with it again. The make what say.
Yeah.
It is a bit back.
Once you are say, it's your honey, you know, be a
new asem. Tina make us say, yes, into make us say, uko church ma. You still mention on him's name. Na a kabi biche say, as a still an yaw ewumu. So on the biche. Oh my, and normal unkoi. Enti me the mechanic say Bekina no wa asem kra no. It shouldn't be on radio.
Okay.
And you kwasa wo come up publicly for 40 say when they make you a problem. What the mo asem nka they your next line of action. All the bichi now.
I mean correct. And as the American say I want clarity. Uka say send ya can asem ni obi wo issue. I am telling my side. I am telling
Kwaku say unu obi ani as Bekina ne no problem.
Yes, because only ha me person oba na clarity.
Tina me kira we say. Tina me kira we say. Media team no credit back up. German nka. Kwaku yenu ano. It's okay. Dia ya kire mu ni babia ya kwa ya kasa ni na. Obi ahu asam ni de ni tuam. Eye. Tina me kasa after here. And kwachiremu o babia biem TV radio so ye frowa adwo adwenche ne sa no made na wo feeling sa twaso.
Oh, but and Mako radio station baby I mean can once more is because Oladi hu akotene. What you're saying, he was there as a brother. So we are having the conversation as a family. And yet at the Amico granting interview and it will never happen again. That one we need to get it. Once I make a and say, mean to me, man, full scope of the way, you know, because there are things I don't want to come up. Ignite other things I don't want.
But the materials again, do you still have pain?
No.
You're not pained anymore.
No. Because the legalities, no, it's gone.
No.
I'm too sure.
You sound like you still have some pain.
Yes. The way so
but my Ziga
no. Ziga and Fabia me free nasia. This is something I have not spoken about. So once you are talking about it, the emotions will come to play. And yes, what you say? What you say? O can crofo send no messages in this anoma. Any ebi awaka ubi catch or say wucha antro no. Emotions will come to play. Okay. But the ones the emotions are in play does not mean I can fake it and sit here and pretend. But I am being who I am. Once I have said it, it is said and gone. If he who knows me knows I'm passionate about how I do my things, it is done and gone. But to say that me I'm living my life. Mr. T radio say I'm doing other things. I've not spoken about it. When him go for amami offer say person me exclusive or so I'm saying
that's what I'm saying. That the more you
it's more of an advice.
Yes, so the more you talk about it, the more na money pain. And I'm money pain no na ma okay can be obetimi asa regret later.
Yeah.
You understand? For example, so I say you don't have any problem with anybody with exception of the Becky girl. That what can radio so nipa bebreti I show you I said what say auntie the one so menu the one auntie your tears so ehu ase and then the internet does not forget. So obi betimi abefa asema o kan sisi so the bichi no akwa because say o ka say one Becky a problem. It's another issue
that needs to be dealt
yes
with.
Because your oye no
morally onye wrong tell you morally na enye de make what you say morally na enye but ye komra mu a onye wrong and na de o kanu wan hwe ya na wasa
asembe na oga no
na Emmanuel kwakuma ni na mentina si
kwakutie me ye kasa chewa tie
zega mitie
tia twa me ben ko
zega mitie zega mitie
asema make be oni be na maka
mitie
me say kwaku ensema a obekeka no na asako reki old issue akoreki in the old issue also you don't have any problem with Ohima again but the Becky girl and I'm saying you don't do that even on radio so the Miche say you have a problem with Becky or the Miche one
what I decide to do nobody can tell me and I'll do what you can't tell me that do you know what I went through no you don't do that you don't do that you have betrayed me twice this is the third time I don't like that
no don't see it that way when he's actually
no I know what I'm saying don't you are trying to go where you are going I said don't no it is not going stay me mommy
ma betray say dey ma dey ma betray
no
time us
we are gonna mash up the world carry no walk Ghana Jamaica run the program Stone Boy come with the Afro dance
you ready
tell her to cut the party to cut the block tell over party see how she dey rock on the F top she dey wine non stop make a bad man put away the Glock grab it and choke it the girl dem a broke it and not the novice the way dem a chop it and broke it me love it
I was at the base here
yo
Meeting the Ola Mike. Any cook crunchy or sassy do any Nana from Ponziga any dim from Yakani video show. Thank you for listening. Yako Peace 104.3 Yako to us free or Ako for news.